Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to show you this video. It's about a dog named Gallop. They had a traumatic experience with the pool. I'm pretty sure everybody has a little bit of that or have heard something like that in the past. And I want to show you how I break it down and how I rehabilitate and help Gallop, an amazing dog, recover his love for swimming. You're not expecting something, that you have more fun. It's when you're not expecting something that you have more fun. It's very important that dogs feel that every time you're gonna help them, it's almost like a birthday party. They don't know it, but they always want it. The element of surprise creates this playful explorer way of being. It's super positive. The mind doesn't have time to fight, flight, avoid. The mind can only get excited about it. So that way you can guide the mind to choose the right reaction, which is surrender to the experience, and allows this feeling of moving forward, of practicing new things, even though this particular scenario had a bad experience in the past. So that's the part that I want to stop. I'm cutting completely the moment where Gallop actually tried to remember that the smell of water near a pool reminds him something that he didn't like at that moment. So that's what the element of surprise is so important. He had no idea. He's never been here before. So really, it was up to me as a good host to let him know how I wanted him to experience, you know, my ranch. Calm, confident, love, and joy. That's how I want Gallop to experience that moment.
Spontaneous.
Yes. He has no idea that we're gonna go in the pool.
He's got a bird.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So he has no clue about that. So if I was gonna work with Gallop where he had that traumatic experience, I would go inside the house first, become familiar with it, move some things, and then once I make myself at home, I will go outside and get Gallop and just actually galloping into the water. You know, so he doesn't have time to nose, eyes, ears. For people who've never done it before, yes, it's best to do it in a brand new place. I'm expecting to see something. If I don't see it, there's nothing wrong with it. It's normal to see this. It's normal to see this. It's very important for you to create high expectations on what you want. I'm expecting the brain to move forward. That's what I'm saying. I'm expecting the brain to have fun, that he's being challenged in a good way. That's what I'm expecting. Whenever you start putting great things in your mind, the dog or any animal you're working with feels that you're very confident about what you're doing, because you have high expectations, but they're healthy expectations. It's normal to see that his brain goes to a play zone. Right now he's in a follower state. Well, you know, Gallop is already in an incredible state of mind. This is the ideal state of mind. This is a dog that is at service. And literally, he's a service dog, but his mind is at service. When you're helping somebody, when you're helping your family, when you go a disaster zone, you know, anything, you are at service. That's what Gallop is right now. He's at service. That's what he's following. It's connected to Molly, 100%. 100%. So in order for him to go into play and explore, we have to trigger a different side of him to bring the vibration of play. Incredible. You see, and there's two girls.
Yeah.
Two girls, they know how to party.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm mentioning two girls that know how to party. That's Dahlia and Holly. They know how to feel absolutely confident, absolutely joy, and they're just passionate about water. This is like an unusual case that I'm working with Gallop, because he lives in a state of calmness and being at service. I need to make sure that I bring this electrified energy in order for him to connect, to play, explore. We are at the pool area. We're gonna reintroduce my friend here so he can go back to swim. Bring the girls. There's nothing more. I like his tail. Tail is up. That's very, very gentleman. I like his confidence.
Thank God my dates don't do that.
Molly's always talking about her dates. Now, if we do it, we're disgusting human beings. Yeah. If they do it, it's the most charming thing. Yeah. This is when you know whoever did the work with Gallop did an amazing job, because the dog in him is still intact. When they take away his harness, he goes into a dog, and that's exactly what is important. This is intimate space, this is personal space, this is social space, this is public zone. So what I see is how far these dogs go away from, or if they don't give him any distance. That was amazing from Gallup to have so much power, so much power. He's very proud of himself. That just shows you that he's very, very happy, and he knows who he is. And that makes me very happy. They won't give him any distance. That means he's not claiming his space. Yep. So that will make him very insecure. So when people don't respect your personal space, your intimate space, you feel like people are bullying you. You're gonna feel like people are not respecting you, or they are not taking in consideration how you want to be treated, where people automatically, naturally can feel it, can sense it, and trigger a polite side of people.
It's interesting, because I feel like a lot of people who meet him wouldn't think of him as being like powerful because he's so low key. Like
It's not low key, it's working. So when you're working, you're supposed to be absolutely focused, concentrated on what you've been told to do. So it looks like the dog is not happy, but it's far from it. That dog is happy.
He doesn't bark, he doesn't jump, he doesn't take up space in that way that we think of as like a powerful big dog with a big personality.
But she's talking about a dog that doesn't have any rules, boundaries, limitations. Most people have learned to see that if you come through the door, if the dog is not jumping on you, he's not happy. And he's not waggling the tail and try to approach every single body, the dog is not happy. It's not a big energy, it's a dog that has no rules, boundaries, and limitations. But that's not ideal if you think about it, because that dog can jump on people.
Seems good.
It's perfect.
He's looking around. He's looking.
Tail is up, head is high. He doesn't know. So right there, I took the leash off. I took him on the ramp right now. By the way, it's natural for dogs to be scared or skeptical or insecure of a pool because it's a cliff. They don't understand that humans have created steps within the pool, because in oceans or lakes, it's just the gravity of the landscape. So for brand new people, and if a dog has some kind of traumatic experience, go to the lake, go to the beach, see how the dog feels in a natural element, his natural element, and just let him have a good, healthy memory. Love his tail. Dahlia and Holly definitely supporting the right energy. I throw the ball in the water kind of fast. I want to see if the splash of the water triggers for him to jump. I'm just doing everything that I know, so he can go in versus just putting the leash and taking inside in the water.
That's Dahlia. She just jumped in.
Dahlia is the worst swimmer, seriously. She just splashes just to splash. Come on. How I'm introducing the leash, it has to be him willing. The movements are very like ballet, or like Tai Chi, very, very smooth. Nothing is like I have a boat and I'm holding it. No, just put the leash on and just guide it. Put the leash on and just guide it. When you guide a dog, it has to feel very smooth. A lot of finesse and the movement. Good boy. Now I'll introduce this or the ramp. See, now I'm introducing to the second ramp. Yes, he's touching the water. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Yes. So even though you don't hear me saying yes, inside I'm super happy, because they can feel it. If a dog is deaf, you can still share love. I can't make it a big deal out of it. I want him to be the one who is like, yeah, I feel so good about this water. I'm touching it with my feet, to create his own new positive experience with the water. All of that is instinctual. You can't write a book and say all dogs have to go this way. Every dog is different. Every dog is his own book.
So yeah, see this is what I've always been able to get him to just put his front paws in, and then he gets scared again. Yeah.
She's holding herself like this. So she's excited, but at the same time, she's a little bit unsure, so that's why I want her at a distance. So I have Molly right now in what I call public zone. So she can influence, but not as bad as me being in his intimate zone, right? So I'm the right energy to be right next to Gallup.
But if anybody can do it, Cesar can do it.
Yes,
Cesar,
I can, Molly.
I just want him to be able to enjoy swimming again, because he wants to.
Oh my God, look at him, look, he's biting the water. Yes.
So yes,
yes. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, because he's touching the water. He's, touching the water and biting the water. It's like, yeah, I controlled you, water. In his mind, that's a lot. I reward 100%.
Only after.
Only. With Dahlia and Holly, the reward is I throw the toy. In his case, his reward is to touch the water and then leave. So rewards have many different ways. Every little thing counts in rehabilitation. Everything. If the body moves this much, if the body moves this much, if the body moves this, all these little subtle things are extremely meaningful. It's like when you listen to good music and then that's your vibe, you start moving. It's nothing you can do. The vibe is moving you. And that's exactly what we want. Let the vibes move you. Of a puppiness, okay? You want a little bit of puppiness. Puppiness, childhood, we all had moments in our lives where we don't care about what people said and we just have fun. That's what I mean about puppiness. He's touching the water, he's biting the water, he's very proud of himself, and then I'm very excited and proud of him. So that guy is elevating my excitement. Andre's doing a good job also supporting me. Andre's right there. Andre's timing is amazing.
Right now, it's me blocking him so he doesn't go to the other side.
So now I'm not just guiding him, I'm also blocking. So the leash is for redirection. Now my body is for block. So now you see a little bit more like holding the leash.
Caleb really wants to fall.
That's really good. So his brain wants to go forward. I don't know how to go forward. I better go back and run outside. But he's not in a flight state. So how do you know? His tail is up. So he's having a good high.
That's a good boy.
Ooh, his whole nose is in the water.
Just giving him one option. The option is water.
Water. The right block is you're calm, confident. The wrong block is when your energy is tense and you're afraid. Just like you're not letting a baby pass by the front door of your house. You're just blocking the baby, right? And just stay calm, confident to the baby. Stop wanting to go in that direction.
Good boy, buddy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Go. Oh my God, drink all the water.
Listen, every time I see videos that I've done in the past, I don't realize until I watch them how such a great of a good time I'm having, how much I love this. I mean, I'm glad I'm watching this because it's such a great time.
Woo! He jumped in.
Let's go. Yay. Let's go. Let's go this way.
Normal, when a dog wants to get out, that's very normal. Okay, so just so you know, when a dog goes in the water for the first time, especially a dog that had a traumatic experience and the whole entire body is in the water now, it goes into a little bit of that memory, a little bit into a flight state. And then once he realizes that he can't, then he says, so what is my other choices? Relax. As soon as he realizes that he can choose surrender, you can see how the serenity in the water changes. The splashes goes away and he just floats.
Leading him up to the ramp.
Like a proud mom.
That's right. So now we're gonna start using Molly. Why? Because her whole body language is changing. Now he's doing this. So that I do want. This, I can't have it. This, yes.
The first time, what's the second time, right?
Ooh, look at him.
Right now, he's digesting.
Yep.
He's digesting.
Digesting means don't move on right away. Just absorb it, digest it, be with it. What was the energy? What was the feeling about it? And then create a new memory. Okay, so digest, be with it, start a new memory. And that allows you to break down traumatic experiences. It's not just for dogs. You can use the way dogs move on in life, the ways dogs see life, and then apply it to ourselves, because we are also part of the animal kingdom. So that means we use instincts as well, or we should use instincts.
What he just went through, nothing bad happened. So then it's the memory, old memory, with the new memory.
Yep.
We're creating positive memory.
Yep. Nothing bad happened. And that's how you have to put that inside your head. Because a lot of people, when bad things happen, the only thing they can put in their head is that bad thing that happened. But they want to help somebody else. So it's impossible that if you keep holding a memory that happened 3 months ago, a year ago, three years ago, if you keep holding on that you are going to expect a new beginning. It's impossible because you're focusing on that thing that makes you afraid. So how are you going to create a new positive memory or happiness? Impossible.
He has to go to fight, flight, avoidance because that's what he learned.
And by the way, that's the first time I teach somebody with purple hair.
Right? That's not
just
what
for the record.
So right now, just giving him time to digest and realize, there you go.
Look at Andre's timing about affection. There is no other member of my family that is more affectionate than Andre. He is reinforcing as a family. When you have a dog and he lives in a family, it's best if the whole family comes and help. Ooh, look at that. Gallup is getting a massage. Don't tell me he's not happy.
So mother is coming to you, put the leash all over the top, and then you bring it up there, all the way to the top. Slowly, slowly.
So proud of my sons. They know how to put the leash in the right time, how he moves the leash. Yes.
When the splashing is gone, that's when he relaxes.
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it's like quiet swimming.
Yes.
Once he gets a little.
Man, I love Molly. She picks up on whatever I say really fast. She reinforces what I'm saying. She should be my sidekick.
Towards the edge, he starts splashing a little more.
And that's why
But once
it's
he's
taking him
like
an extra effort to get out of it.
It's all about the breath. So he's making sure that his breath is matching how he's feeling inside. Because it's a big accomplishment for him. He's not having a bad experience. It's just dealing with that experience a little bit. He just went 2 times on the pool and he's a little bit out of shape swimming. So every time you change the fitness activity you do, you're going to feel a little bit out of shape because you use different muscles in your body. Now I'm bringing Mr. Benson. Watch Benson, look at him. The reason why I brought in more dogs is because I want more excitement, especially right now that his breath is changing. I want to bring more excitement in it. I bring different layers that will bring different energy.
Baywatch.
Yes, I call Vincent Mr. Baywatch.
Canadians need your help.
Molly's from Canada, that's why. Woo! He's doing so good. Look, he wants to go, he actually wants to jump all the way. That was good, that was good. So right now, this impulse just came out of him, especially because now Molly is involved in the encouragement. Now we can bring Molly into the picture because Molly represents for him calmness, confidence, love, and joy. I mean, those 2 guys together are already like this. So now I'm gonna put another leash, and so instead of me keep going closer to the closest wall, now I'm gonna move into the middle of the pool. Now I want you to pay attention to this. He's not trying to leave the ramp. Okay, that's a big deal. Right now, I'm talking to Molly. I just put a second leash. He's in the middle of the ramp. It's like, what's next? I'm feeling good about myself. If you watch the leash has a loop, right? It's just so I can guide him so he can go and get Molly on the other side of the wall, the longer wall.
Going in the water, now we're going to use Molly, so Molly can actually be a source of encouragement. And
well, apparently when I said Molly, it's not the right way, but I have an accent, so hashtag embrace the accent, people.
he has never said Molly in the water. That's why
Molly.
Good boy, good boy. Yay, yay, good boy.
Oh my God, look at his, oh my God. Just looking at it from here is just beautiful. Being there, it's almost like I'm blind and I'm just feeling it. But here, I can actually see it and enjoy it. Like a bear. He went inside like a bear. Look at this, no splashing this time. Wow. 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 Yes. Yes. Now you understand why I took my time to utilize his human for encouragement. I wanted his human to be the ultimate reward. This guy will die for Molly, okay? This is one of those relationships where like everybody should aim to have one of this.
Good boy.
Yeah, Molly, celebrate! Okay, so we went from this to that's Molly right there. So she's like, oh my God, did you guys see that? Oh, look at that. She feels like the Avengers. Even her purple hair is shining more. She's so happy.
Like soaked, but that's okay.
Well, yes, that's okay, Molly. We're in the pool. He experiencing the sound.
Encourage a large dog, encourage a little dog, because it takes the same amount of courage.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with you, Cesar. While we were all distracted with Benson, something amazing happened. Gallup started to get in the water of his own. Yeah.
He's like getting...
Woo! Yeah, look at my excitement. Yes, I look like a seal. Yeah, look. He just went and walked around instead of trying to get out of the water. Wow, see, that's what happened when the brain does it on its own.
One of the things that people were very concerned about was
Gallup's initial trauma was that when he had gotten in the pool, everyone started screaming at him. Does he know the difference between
Of course.
hearing? Yeah.
You know the difference between the Olympics, when people are screaming because you're about to win and everybody's so excited, versus a screaming from an earthquake. They're both of them scream, but one has the essence of fear and the other one has the essence of excitement and joy and passion, and they know how much time you put to be in the Olympics. Sound with a different vibration, with a different essence, so it's completely different. He went on his own, just feeling proud of himself, and then it's a celebration, so he can only feel better. He's not gonna feel this way. So we're not screaming when he's feeling this way. We're yelling or screaming or being joyful when he's feeling this way. That's a big difference. Yeah, it's like they know what to do, go in the water, return back to how you got in the water. Wow. Wow. Jeez. If you feel bad on one of those days, just watch this video. You just have to watch this video. There's no need to feel bad the whole day. Just watch this video.
All on his own.
Yes. Well, Molly, I help, okay?
Everybody else was like distracted with
No, he did it on his own. It's just something inside of me said, bring Benson. Let him rest. So when you let him rest and relax, you let him digest, you let him process it, and then he lets himself go. Okay, from the bottom of my heart, I hope you enjoy watching this video. I hope you learn a lot. If you want to watch this video or the interview I did with Molly, she's incredible, just press the link below. I hope you practice, and of course, subscribe. Guys, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And most importantly, thank you for helping me to achieve better humans, better planet. Yes, we can!